Hi guys, and welcome to my first of hopefully many videos, just discussing a Game of Thrones, a TV series, which I know many people are now a fan of, and also cross-referencing the TV show with the 6 books that are currently out. I'm going to try and keep this footage playing in the background, and also what I'm going to be talking about as spoiler-free as possible, so that anyone that hasn't read the books won't be spoiled by any upcoming events that possibly appear in the TV show. So it's probably worth knowing at this point that in order to watch this video you should probably seen up to about episode 9 of season 3. Actually probably definitely episode 9 of season 3, because I'm going to be talking a bit about that episode, because it's quite a big dramatic event that happens in that episode. So if you haven't seen it, start watching this video now, go and watch episode 9 and then come back, because you really should be watching episode 9 by now. Means the next episode is going to be airing, well, when this video is released, it'll probably be airing tomorrow, and then Sunday in the US, and then Monday in the UK. And also, if you want a more, let's call it a more spoiler version of this video, check out the link that should be appearing above now, where I'll literally be talking about stuff that happens in the books with stuff that's happened in the TV show, and speculating what could be in the final episode of this season. Right, so let's jump in straight to the end of episode 9. In the final massive dramatic event that happens at the infamous, known in the books as the Red Wedding, which I'm hoping is going to be what they're going to call it in the TV show as well. So basically, as everyone knows at this point, Robb Stark is dead, Catelyn Stark is dead, and Edmure Tully and the Blackfish supposedly have escaped. Edmure was carried off with his bride, and the Blackfish went to take a slash. For me, there's something missing in this scene in the TV show, and that was the Great John. And for some reason he's not made much of an appearance in this TV series, and I can't for the life of me remember if they actually explain that or not. But actually something happens in the book, which is not really a spoiler. Basically the Blackfish isn't actually there at the wedding. He's actually in Riverrun still, and in his place is the Great John. And I really wish he was there, because in that scene he takes out about 3 or 4 what are they called again? 3 or 4 of the oh god, I'm rubbish with names. 3 or 4 of the Freys, that's them. It takes about 3 or 4 of them with massive swings of his sword, and it's pretty brutal and it's pretty awesome, even though the scene's brutal anyway. But also, Robb Stark's wife, the new Queen of the North as it were, she's also not there at that point either. But for viewers of the TV show, that will be explained later, I'm sure. There's probably a good reason why she's not there. Yeah, no spoilers, so no more on that. This is also actually really confusing. Well, it was for me a really confusing bit to read in the book. It's all really kind of disjointed, and you can't really tell what's going on. And this is the first time that anything really strange and dramatic has happened like this in the books. I mean, you've had obviously Ned Stark's beheading, one of the battles in King's Landing, and obviously that was a little confusing to read as well. Loads of stuff going on, but this was a bit more confusing. Like, you didn't know who was attacking who, what was going on. And I mean, obviously it's meant to be written like that, but I had to read it about 3 or 4 times just to make sure I knew who was alive and who was dead. So that was portrayed pretty well actually in the TV series, where suddenly just all kicks off. It's absolutely crazy, and I loved the fact that they played that song on the instruments, the Bear Maiden Fair. That was pretty awesome. So basically, also in this scene, you see that Roose Bolton is obviously working for the Lannisters, and he's betrayed Robb Stark, probably for more money, I would assume. And obviously Robb Stark was never really a great player of the game, so went for the guy that's probably going to win. Another thing that's integral in this scene as well is where they pass around the bread and the salt near when they arrive at the Two Towers. Basically, that's a tradition where each of the visiting party will take some salt and bread, and also the host, and then they're under the protection then of the host, so no harm can come to the people that are visiting. And obviously in this scene the Freys have pretty much betrayed that, and therefore should be deemed as cursed. And I'm hoping that, being as they've shown that scene, they're going to pick up that in the TV show, and we're going to see the Freys just hopefully be disowned, I would think, hopefully by maybe even the Lannisters. Who knows? Who knows where the TV show's going? I mean, you've got to love the fact that this is the penultimate episode in this season. So I mean, the producers have left it. Well, I mean, what's going to happen in the final episode? Because this is so shocking compared to anything pretty much they've seen before. What the hell could happen in the final episode? So that's really well done. That pulls everyone back in, hoping for the final episode, and probably obviously season 4. Plus, for people that have only seen the TV series, this is a fantastic moment for them, because like, this just shows that anything can happen. I mean, George R. R. Martin does this all the time. He builds up a character, makes you invest like emotion and time into reading them, and then suddenly, the next thing you know, that character's not there, and it's just it just wants to, not only the starting thing is you want to give up reading. You don't want to carry on this journey. It's stupid. How can I continue once that character's dead? But then also, it opens the window for a host of new characters to come in that may be even more interesting, more dynamic, and it just enriches the story brilliantly. It's fantastic. So, for the people of the TV show, keep watching, which I know you will anyway, and just like wait for new characters, because they're going to be friggin' awesome as well. I'm trying to keep these videos as short as possible, but I'm already on 6 minutes, and I'm trying to keep it only at 10 minutes, so I'll speed on here and just summarise a few more things from the episode 9 of season 3. The Hound, yes, when he takes out Arya with, I think it hits her over the back of the head just with a mallet or something in the TV show, but in the book, you just read that Robb Stark's dead, Catelyn's dead, massive murders just happened in the Two Towers, and in the book you read blooming the Hound riding up behind Arya Stark with an axe in hand and smacking over the back of the head. So when you're reading it, you're thinking, oh my god, she's dead as well now. So I'm glad they didn't quite do that in the TV show, because that would have been even more confusing. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And also you see the Hound in a slightly different light now as well. After once he's already protected Sansa back in King's Landing, and now he's protecting Arya a bit. So you can see still is a man of honour, but he just follows orders a bit too much. But there is a human inside there somewhere. Alright, I know I've missed a load of things out from that episode, but I just want to quickly say what I want for season 4. So I'm going to miss out the episode 10, because obviously no one knows what's going to happen in that. And for season 4, I just want to see more dragons, more of the Summer Isles. So I want to see more of the Unsullied, which for me have been portrayed pretty well actually in the TV series. More about the skill rather than brute force, which is awesome. And that fighting scene actually in, I think it was episode 8, was pretty awesome. Actually no, I think that was episode 9 as well, wasn't it? Yeah, that was awesome. And also, what is the deal with the guy with the square jaw? I can't remember his name. Daharis? Or something like that. In the book, he's supposed to have friggin' a purple beard and purple eyes. So that's a bit off. And a bit confusing as well. And also, I want to see more Tyrion, because he's hands down the best character in the book and TV show. He's friggin' awesome. Brilliantly acted. And yeah, I just want to see more of him, please. Yeah, so that wraps up this pretty quick, probably very rubbish video, well, my first video on my Game of Thrones. Hopefully the next video will be better, and should be out sometime next week after the final episode, where I'll talk a bit, well, obviously about that episode, and a bit more of what possibly then could happen in season 4. Because obviously for people that have read the books, it's actually not that easy to predict what's going to happen next. I mean, you can speculate about 3 or 4 things, but the TV show has gone from the first season pretty much being a carbon copy of the first book. The second season changed various things in the second book, but kept true to pretty much where that book led you. and then this season has melded in probably I would say the third, fourth, and fifth book possibly, and also some of the sixth book, which is ridiculous because my girlfriend's reading the sixth book right now, and all that stuff with Theon Greyjoy, that she hasn't even read that yet, so that's not a spoiler for her, but it's a bit annoying for her. Yeah, so actually, just before I finish the video, a little bit of advice. If you haven't read the books at this point, after season 3's finished, I would go away and read those books, because they're not going to spoil the story for you, because obviously the TV show is going in a slightly different direction, and also it will just enrich that universe of the Game of Thrones, and it will just make your enjoyment of the TV series even that much more. The anticipation will be greater, trust me. It's something you should do. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Post comments and likes below if you like the video. And also check out, if you've read the books, the spoiler version of this video. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.